If you watch the Cajun Cardboard channel, I want you to consider using the PWCC Marketplace. It's a great place to buy sports cards, and you can even support the channel through my affiliate link, which is conveniently located in the YouTube description to this very video you're about to watch. Pause the video, get into the YouTube description, look in the top right of the channel, and you're going to see a link to PWCC. Save that link in your browser, and now you are able to buy sports cards on the PWCC Marketplace just like I do, and at the same time support the Cajun Cardboard channel. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with another mail day video. It's mail day number 103. Yes, 103 mail days since I've started my channel. As you guys know, I like to buy basketball cards. So without any delay, let's get cranking here. This is a big one. I picked up some absolutely fantastic Michael Jordan PSA 10 cards that really mean a lot to me. I even picked up a couple of PSA 8s along the way, which I need to pair with some PSA 10s, so there's plenty of work to do. If you guys have been watching the Michael Jordan hierarchy project that I've been working on this past 4, 5, 6 months, then you guys know these cards that we're about to look at today have been running, and I am running into the burning building, buying into the frenzy. I assure you, a lot of people have attributed this this price increase to this Michael Jordan hierarchy project. That's really not on me to say whether or not that does or doesn't, or did or didn't have some effect on this recent Jordan spike for some of these PSA 10s. But I assure you, if it was, or if it did have anything to do with my MJ hierarchy project, that is not what I intended, as I am a buyer, not a seller. Almost never a seller of Michael Jordan stuff. In fact, I am viciously, vociferously, and very focused selling many non-Michael Jordan cards to purchase more Michael Jordan cards. And so the last thing that I ever would have wanted to do is increase the price point of the cards that I am trying to acquire. And so apparently that's what's happening. Again, I don't know if it has anything to do with the project or not. You can comment below and let me know one way or the other. But many people have messaged me either upset about it, that I have run the price of Jordans up, or you know, congratulating me on it. And I don't really care about either. Obviously, the purpose of this project was to create a foundation and a beginning and a starting point, and maybe a nice graphical framework for people who are trying to organize their Michael Jordan collection and just shed a little light and shed a little knowledge. And I've learned a million zillion things about Jordan cards. Hell, I've learned hundreds of things just from your comments to these Michael Jordan hierarchy project videos. So let's get going on the mail day, and you guys will see what I'm talking about with some of these cards. But I like the prices on a lot of these cards. We've got some of them pulled up on Card Ladder. Again, here's what we've got. I've got a PWCC link shared with you guys so I can show you high-def images of the front and back of each and every one of these cards. I personally like PWCC as a vault, as an inventory management type software. It's how I manage my Michael Jordan collection, but my entire collection as well. For set collecting, it's also fantastic. I sort of pair this with an Excel spreadsheet, so I always know what I do and don't have and what I do and don't need, and I can always just kind of search either one. I can do a find and replace or a find search on my Excel spreadsheets or my Google Sheets. I can also do the same in PWCC and their search engine as well. PWCC is a great way to manage your collection. If you guys are interested in learning more about that, check out the YouTube description in this video, and you can figure out a way to support my channel as well as implement PWCC vaulting as part of the way that you collect. It's not for everybody, but if you kind of collect the way I collect and you kind of prioritize what I prioritize, it might be for you. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. To each their own. There's a million ways to collect. The first card that I picked up in this mail day is the 1995 Ultra Jam City PSA 8. Really good looking card. It's from Ultra. There's actually 3 years of Ultra Jam City. I think this is the only one that features Jordan. I'm not positive about that. There's actually a 2007 as well, but I'm talking about Jordan playing years. I think the prior 2 years, 93 and 94, had Jordan, but I don't think he had a card in those sets. I could absolutely, completely be wrong. I picked up this little baby PSA 8. Again, hard to tell all of the intricate positive qualities of this card in a 2D image. The back is where you can see, we got some issues. We've got some shredded edges, and that's how the card becomes a PSA 8, and that's why a PSA 10 of this card is like a Pop 7 or something stupid. Let me show you how much this card's worth. First of all, let's talk about the card. This is only a Pop 1. It's a 1 in 144 pack odds card. By Jordan standards, that is an extremely, extremely easy card to find, which is why if you look at the sales history in Card Ladder, you'll see in PSA 8, this card sells for 50, 39, 40, 80, 44, 44, 42, 41, 71, 49, 55. You're talking about a 40 to 70 at the most dollar card, okay? The most recent sales have been 50, 40, 40, and 80 somehow for some reason. But here's what I want you to see. You're not going to believe this. Watch when I plug in a 10. This card just sold on August 20th. That's 7 days from the day I'm filming this video. 7 days prior for $7,800 in a PSA 10. I haven't done the math, but if you divide $7,800 by, let's just say 78, it's 100. No, it's, yes, 100. It's not 10, it's 100. That is a 100x factor from the PSA 8 to the PSA 10. 100x. And it's because it's a Pop 7, Pop 8, whatever it is. I don't know how to feel about that. I get it. Jordan collectors out there want the best. I want the best card in the best condition. I get it. I am never in 15 million years going to pay 100x a PSA 8 price to get a PSA 10. I'm just not. I'm going to go buy the BGS 9.5, or I'm just going to have to be happy with the PSA 9 until these prices subside. Again, each one of these is interesting and delicate. I don't know if that eBay sale of $7,800 best offer accepted was actually paid. We need to do our own individual research on that. But if it was, let's assume it was, that's a 100x from the PSA 8 to the PSA 10. It is a great looking card, but it ain't that great. Let's just put it that way. 7,800 goes a long way, even in the Jordan market. And you can do a lot of stuff with 7,800, including some of the cards that you're about to see, which I think are significantly more important, more relevant, more valuable, more sought after, more nostalgic than this card right here for 7,800. All right, next card on the list. Gets a little big. No greening. Beautiful card. 1996 Topps NBA Stars Refractor. This is number 124. I think there's 3 NBA Stars refractors. I may be wrong on that, but I think there's 3. This is card number 124. No evidence of greening on this card. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. Jordan's in the black wearing the 11 Concords. That's what the back looks like. It is a PSA 10, which tickles my fancy, as I think Michael Jackson used to say. I don't think he was talking about the same thing that I'm talking about, but I think that is what he used to say. This is my sale right here for $1,495 that I've got pulled up. Same serial number on the PSA slab, as you can see on the flip. It ends in 433. Here's my card ending in 433. But looking at the sales history, I wanted to show you guys something. The sale before that, and this was getting back to our deal where you got to chill and you can't always believe what you see. Somebody allegedly paid $5,000 for this card on New Year's Eve. How drunk were you on New Year's Eve? Whoever bought that card, maybe they did, maybe they didn't. If we sort this card by the highest price ever paid, first of all, it is a Pop 34. So you're talking about a card that's pretty rare, pretty low pop, not as low as the Jam City, but damn, it's a refractor. Somebody also paid $16,500 allegedly for this card back in 2021 when everybody's brain exploded and they lost logic, and logic, kind of seeped out of their brain for about a 18-month period. But here's what I think. I think I got this card for almost exactly what it is worth right now. I paid $1,495. If we ignore the $5,000, which I chose to, I see a $1,500. I see a $1,468. You can get down to an $831, a $1,350, and then you get to the insanity of the $16,500. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments. What do you think the card's worth? I felt like $1,500 was a good price for a refractor PSA 10. Yeah, I get it. It's a PSA old label, but I don't give a shit. I just don't care that much about that. I know a lot of people do. I really don't. But PSA 10 NBA Stars refractor added to the collection. And moving on, Star Surge. It's one of those 99 upper deck cards. This is not the level 1 or level 2. It's not serial numbered. It's not die cut. It's just the base. But even the base is a pretty low pop card. Pop 39, okay? So you're talking about a pretty rare card. I paid, I don't have this one plugged in, but I think I paid a few $100, maybe 200, high 200s, 300s. I don't know. I didn't look it up. I probably should have. Hell, let me go look it up just so we can kind of figure out what this thing's worth. I probably should have looked that up. Star Surge. Of course, this goes along with the Jamboree and the Wild and whatnot. Yeah, 350, 250, 266, 252, 500, 430, 300, 250 to 500. You guys figure it out. Somewhere in that range, we can, I'd say more like 250 to 400. Somebody did allegedly pay that, but that was, I don't know about that. Yeah, we'll say 250 to 450, somewhere in that range. So not a huge card, but then again, I think it's a great looking card with that gold foil over here along the edge. I know there's the level 1 and the level 2, which are serial numbered, which you will see in the MJ Hierarchy Project. You'll also see this card in Tier 4 of the MJ Hierarchy Project as well, along with many of the other 1999 Upper Deck base insert cards where Upper Deck said, if Jordan's on his way out, we're going to print the hell out of a bunch of different inserts. Next. This is the one that I was probably the most excited about. And here's the thing. It breaks 2 rules. Number 1, it's not Jordan Bulls jersey. And it is sort of a, I don't think it's a retro. It's just not one of Jordan's, original Beam teams. It's just not one of the 3 original Beam teams, the 92, 93, or 95. It's the 2002 Stadium Club, but this is what makes this one special. Check it out on the back. 173 out of 500. And honestly, that seems like a lot. First of all, I think the card is absolutely beautiful. It is a gorgeous card. But I don't think there's 500 of these. Just like we talk about the high voltage 500, there's no damn way, because look, let me show you what I've found. Only 83 have been graded between PSA and BGS. You can't tell me if there's 500 of these out there in the hands of collectors that 83 have been graded. There's just no way, and I'm sure some of those are cracking resubs. Let's say it's 65. There's no way 65 out of 5. I mean, this would be more like 250, 300. We're now 21 years from the date of release. I just feel like there can't be 500 of them out there. Maybe there was a mistake in the printing. Maybe that's conjecture. Maybe this is conspiracy theory type shit. I don't know. But here's what the card's done. I pulled up the all-time because it's only sold 10 times in 21 years. So it's really hard to get any data, and it was tough for me to put a price tag on it. And finally, I just said, screw it. Give it to me. And I paid the highest price ever paid. So I paid $4,500 for it. The sale before that was in February. It was $4,000, jumping at $500. Seeing what Jordan cards have done over the last 60 days in PSA 10 condition. I know they're primarily Bulls. I know they're primarily 90s inserts and parallels. But I figured this may be my last chance at this card. You're talking about a card that's a pop 10. We've already seen one of them sell this year. So paying a $500 premium to pick this card up, I really didn't have a problem with it. Again, Cajun Eternity, this card's not going anywhere. It's in my collection to stay for a very, very long time. By the time this card leaves my hands or leaves my PWCC vault or leaves my PC, either I'm dead or $500 is not going to matter anymore because Biden's killing us with the inflation. So $500 will be like $1.50. Moving on. All right, that's it. The Beam Team, 2002 Stadium Club Beam Team. So theoretically, there are 4 Beam Team Jordans, right? Well, really more than that if you count the members only, but you get my drift. All right, 1998 Stadium Club Never Compromise. Another card you're going to see featured in Tier 4 of the Michael Jordan Hierarchy Project. This card's a pretty big card in a PSA 10, and spoiler alert, I just picked it up this weekend. So it's not in the vault yet. I don't have it to share, but it's going to be on a future mail day. So just know, here's the PSA 8. The PSA 8 is a baby. Here's what it looks like. Where is it? I didn't pull it up. Okay, I didn't pull it up because it's just a baby. You just got to trust me. It's a baby card. Here, we can go ahead and pull it in here. Let's put it in here. I should have done this before. I'm not prepared. Boop. And there's 2 years of Never Compromise. And this is 98. I think there's 2 years, right? Yep, there's 1998, 50, 30, 40, 31. So we're talking about something similar to the Jam City, just a little bitty, teeny, tiny card. But look what happens when you get to the PSA 10. It's not going to be 100x, but it's a lot more, okay? So you're talking about $500, $600, $700, $800 card. I think I picked mine up. I think I agreed to pay maybe $700 for mine or something like that because I had seen some stuff in the 700s. We had two 510, 590 sales in March. We'll talk about that when we get to that mail day. But just know, here's the little baby one for 40, 50, whatever bucks. And then I've got the PSA 10 coming on the way on a future video, which is a much lower pop, much more difficult card. Okay, here's another card. You've seen it. It's a, I think this one is a pop. I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah. PWCC got it for us right here. Okay, so it's a pop 39 card, teeny tiny card. This is a Topps insert. There's no refractor. It's not a base. I mean, it's a base insert. It's not a hard pack odds. It's a very easy card to attain. But in PSA 10, it gets a little tough. Even though it's got white and it's got borders, I think the centering is probably the issue if I had to guess. It's Top Flight. Look at these jets in the background. What a really cool card. Look at the Top Flight font down here with the jet taking off after the word Top Flight's been, shown coming out the butt of the jet. Here's what the back looks like. Built for flight, the perfect basketball machine. MJ has peerless elevation and dexterity. Dexterity, a great word. Every Dungeons and Dragons nerd kid like me who grew up in the 80s knows what dexterity is. Your thief needed it. Your rogue needed it. Dexterity is like ability to, open chests and stuff. I'm nerding out on everybody in a huge way now. The cat's out of the bag. I was a D&D kid as a kid. I used to love that. I used to play role-playing games on the computer, hack and slash stuff, Diablo, Warcraft, all that stuff, man. I used to love that stuff. So everybody who does what I did as a kid knows what dexterity means, and constitution, and strength, and charisma. Funny stuff right there. Just a little throwback to the D&D world. But anyway, this is a PSA 10. The PSA 10 Top Flight. Here we go. This is mine. I paid $588.24. Since I bought mine on August 3rd, 17 days later, one sold for $690. That's the little run that we're talking about, that we're seeing on some of these low pop PSA 10 cards, even cards that are not super rare, like this Top Flight card. It's not hard to pull out of a pack. It's just hard to grade PSA 10. And so people are paying pretty big numbers for these PSA 10 premiums. Again, if we wanted to pull this card up in PSA 8, so you know the card's worth anywhere from $500 to $700, let's say. But watch this. The PSA 8's 30, 40, 40, 27. This is Jam City all over again. This is Never Compromise all over again. That's a 15 to 20x factor, not a 100x factor like Jam City, but 15 to 20x like we saw in the Never Compromise. Same story, different chapter. Same chapter, different page. What is it? I don't know. I don't know that. I don't remember. Another one that I'm super excited about, guys, honestly, and I did reach on this one. I pushed it on this one, so I'm one of the guys raising the prices on PSA 10s. I'm sorry. I did it. It's a pop 22, and just like on the Beam team, $500 doesn't mean a damn thing to me when you're talking about a card that I plan to hold for probably the next 15 years. God willing, I'm still breathing and screaming at the screen. This is the high dimensions. We've talked about it on the Cajun Cardboard Hierarchy Project, the Jordan Hierarchy Project. You will see this card. It is stamp serial numbered out of 2,000. You'll also see the Diamond Dimensions, which is like its big brother, and it's a much better card. It's a card that I own in I think I own it in a BGS 9.5. I might be wrong about that. I got to go check that. I can't remember. Some of you guys probably know better than I do. But and that one's hand serial numbered numerator with stamped denominator. But this is the Upper Deck High Dimensions. Let's see if we can find mine. Here it is. That's me right there. Same cert number from the PSA label. 665, right? Is that what it is? Yeah, 665. So that's me. I jumped it up to 1523. And so I've seen, 1,500 in the past. We saw it in 2020, 1284, 1165, 1051, never less than four figures, never less than 1,000, or at least not since, 2020. So again, $500. Maybe I jumped at $200 since June, maybe over a couple months. We've seen what Jordan cards are doing. And I think a lot of people are rationalizing a $200 or $300 or $400 jump. Now, I'm not going to rationalize a $2,000 jump like some people are doing from last comp, but I'll rationalize $200, $180 or $170 or whatever the hell this is, $190. So I love this card. Again, just like the Diamond Dimensions, it's got these little invitations to fold, right? They're not perforations. They're almost just like creases that run left to right across the card about 1/3 of the way down, and then again right here about 2/3 of the way down, where you're invited to bend to the card, which I highly recommend you not do. So high dimensions, the kid brother of the diamond dimensions. Big card there. And again, pop 22 and PSA 10, tough one to pull. And this one just shocks me. And I get it. It's weird as shit, okay? It's a very weird card. You're going to see Michael Jordan upside down. I would kind of like for him to be right side up. And maybe he should be, because on the back of the card, you can see the number here is upside down. It's card number M1 for mystery. And this is the atomic refractor version. So real hard to capture how cool this card is in a 2D image. But it's Jordan, Ron Mercer, Gary Payton, and Stephon Marbury. And so 2 wings and 2 points for whatever reason. But I think maybe it should be the other way around. And instead of Jordan being upside down, it should be right side up. I don't know if I should send that back in to get fixed. I guess it just depends. Somebody comment below. Maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe Jordan is supposed to be upside down. Actually, I've got it pulled up. Let's go see how the other ones are slabbed. Jordan. So here's one with Jordan right side up. Here's one with Jordan upside down. Here's one with This Is Me with Jordan upside down. Here's another one with Jordan right side up. What's the consensus here? Upside? No, that's just straight up slab with Jordan on the back. That's not right. We know that's not right. Jordan right side up, Jordan right side up. Honest to God, I'd really like Jordan right side up, but I'm scared if I send it into PSA, maybe they'll regrade it or something creepy like that. So we definitely don't want that to happen. So I might just let sleeping dogs lie. I picked this card up for $900, guys. Where was I? Hold on. Let me go back to the top. Yeah, that's me right there. So I was really, really happy to get this card. I got it for below the last comp, which you're just not seeing happen a lot anymore in the market. And maybe it was because the seller, knew that Jordan was upside down and it was not supposed to be right and you were going to have to re-slab it. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. But getting back to our list, it's a great mail day. Like, I was really excited about this mail day. Picking up the Jam City, the Never Compromise, and is that the only? No, I picked up another PSA. No, was it just the Jam City and the Never Compromise? Okay, maybe it was just the Jam City and the Never Compromise. I picked those 2 little babies up in PSA 8 for like 20, 30, 40 bucks, whatever. Happy to put those there. Got to chase the 10s. Jam City looks like that ship has sailed. Not going to happen. It's taken off. It's gone to the moon. It's 7,800. Again, I guess it was paid. I don't know. Comment if it was paid. Let me know in the comments if it was paid, if you were the seller or if you were the buyer. If you're the buyer, you're probably not going to be happy with me because I have said that I would not pay 100x from an 8 to a 10 on that particular card. The finest refractor PSA 10, the Star Surge 10, the Beam Team serial number to 500, Pop 10 PSA 10, the Top Flight PSA 10, Pop 39, and then the High Dimensions serial number to 2000, Pop 22 in PSA 10, and then the Atomic Refractor. That's it, guys. Another mail day in the books. I was really excited about this mail day and in the direction that I push. Again, could I have pulled this money and bought like a tier 2 card? Probably, but that's just not the way I collect Jordan. I like to collect as many meaningful, unique cards as possible. And so sometimes instead of buying a $30,000 card, you'll see me pick up $1,800, $1,100 cards or stuff like you saw in this video today. There's some big ones in here though. They're not all, $800, $900. There's a couple big ones in here. That Beam Team's a big card. The Finest Refractor is a real nice card. So I was really happy with this mail day. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you think I stretched it too much on any of these. Let me know if you got any questions. And as always, I hope you guys are having a great weekend. You should be catching these on the weekend. Again, if you want to support the channel, there's 4 ways really. One is these great shirts. Read about it in the YouTube description. This is homage.com, one of the best apparel manufacturers in the world, and I'm happy to be an affiliate sponsor with homage.com. Easy to find. Use my affiliate link in my YouTube description if you want to buy some cool, fresh stuff and give it to your girl or give it to your boyfriend or give it to your kids or give it to your wife or whatever. And then you can also support me through PWCC. 2 ways to do that, buying or selling. Read about it in the YouTube description. I won't waste your time. Just click the link and go that route. You've got to go to the About section now in my YouTube description. So you've got to go into the YouTube description of this video, go to my channel, click the About, and then go down to the bottom. If you click those links and then save them in your web browser or just use them in your web browser when you buy, you'll be supporting the channel. And then the last way is the PayPal link. It's real simple. If you think my content is watch-worthy or listen-worthy and you like the stuff that I'm putting out ad-free on a very consistent basis, 7, 8, 9 videos a week, pretty consistently over the last 2 years, then do me a favor. Just shoot me a few bucks in the PayPal link. It's just, I'm pretty straightforward about it and unabashed. It helps me pay for some of the stuff I'm doing with the MJ Hierarchy Project. It helps me pay my IT guy who's helping me take little tiny baby incremental Cajun steps at actually get better at the IT part of it, the audio, the visual, the screen share, just the different stuff that goes with creating a YouTube channel, which I'm still, I'm not increasing really the quality of my videos because I can't stop making the videos. Making the content and improving the actual content itself is always going to take priority over putting a bunch of icing on it like a lot of these content creators do to get shitloads of clicks and views. I get it. I like high quality content. I like to have a nice studio over here where it looks like I'm on SportsCenter when I talk about the top 5 cards. But I'm just not that guy. I'm just always going to choose content over glitz and glamour. It's just the way it is. And so I don't know. It's why I've got more tennis shoes than dress shoes, and I don't wear a Rolex. I just buy Jordan cards. So anyway, hopefully you guys like this mail day. And if you have any suggestions on how to make these mail days better, please let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great weekend. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. Peace.